Natty Vilchik joining me again this morning on our Passport. And this story could have easily been scripted for a Spielberg movie. More than $20 billion worth of treasures and ancient artifacts found stashed inside vaults in an Indian temple. Nadia, the question is, who does it belong to and how did they find it?
And that's going to be so interesting. Who does it belong to? Well, they found it, the vaults under the Kerala temple. It was all triggered by one worshipper at the temple who complained about the way the temple was being managed. But it's absolutely fascinating. I want to show you some of the replicas. You're seeing the temple now, and you're seeing the surrounding area, which you can see is not very affluent. So in the middle of all, now that you're seeing right now is a replica of the kind of statue, and that's the god Vishnu, the Hindu god, lying with snakes. There's a huge statue like that in the temple. And remember, you can't take cameras into a Hindu temple. So look at the actual gold, and can you imagine how much it's worth? Now, there are many other temples in India. One is the Tirupati temple, and they've had other stashes and other antiquities discovered over the years. So let's take a look at some of those, and it'll give you an idea of the kind of treasure that is lying underneath the Karalu temple in southern India. Look at all of those gold, diamond encrusted trinkets worth, that they're saying, between 20 and 23 billion.
So no one thought to look before, and now who gets this?
Exactly. It was going to be very controversial to see, does it go to the state, does it go to Karalu itself? But you're looking at, very fascinating that under the ground is all of this gold, because Indians have been intrigued by gold for many, 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 many years. It is the commodity of choice. Something like 600 tons of gold is imported into India every year. And ironic that right there in this ancient Indian temple is all this treasure. And who knows what other treasure that lies underneath Indian
I think
temples.
they'll be looking now. So it's one man who is complaining.
One man
they found
complained about the authorities, and that triggered the search. In about the 1930s, there was a search, and apparently some snakes underground deterred them from looking further. But how the treasure was amassed, was it royalty over the years? Was it the trade routes? Was it people paying homage to the gods? So there's so many unanswered questions. How exactly did the treasure amass? Who ultimately does it go to? Right now it's being guarded by the Indian state, heavily guarded, as you can imagine. I was thinking, imagine being somebody who had gone into the